working so hard to keep America moving. We know that the world's crazy right.
Good morning and welcome to an edition of Truck Talk with Wally Sanders Truck Line. You see me bumping my hands. I am excited. It is that time of the year. What time of the year am I talking about? Let me get my glasses on. It is equipment auction of the Pike County Cattlemen's Association. And it's going to be April the 2nd at 8 a.m. But guess what? These two fellows up here are going to tell us what's going on. But before we go any further, you do know that at Wally Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. And I got a second timer here. I talked to Derek Thomas on Friday, and somebody told you, said, you better have a Bible verse. And they said, you said, don't worry about that. I got it. They said, you said, don't worry about that. I got it. So at this time, let's hear your Bible verse.
Yes, sir. Today's Bible verse comes from Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. It says, trust the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct our paths. Amen.
That's all right. You know, and my granddaddy told me, said, God don't give all of us the same talent. I study the Bible at least 2 times a week. I know where a lot of stuff is, can do a lot of stuff, but I yet can do that. I think the only one I can quote is weeping endure for a little while, but joy coming in the morning.
Amen.
But I still can't tell you the numbers of them. I want to tell you that is a great talent. I love to hear you do it. I left my, you not forget something, but when I picked up my iPad, I knew you was coming. And I laid it back down. I said, I ain't got to worry about it this morning because they had already told me.
BB can do it.
BB can do it, Well, BB, I tell you, me and BB when BB makes it big, he gonna have to cut me off a little bit because he made his first debut with me.
Really?
See, I made mine with Mike, but you notice Mike ain't got nothing. I ain't made it big. But if BB makes it big, he's got to come back and say, okay, Hoss, you got me started. Well, Mr. Johnny, how you been doing?
Been doing fine.
Are you excited about the auction?
Always excited about it. That's the most fun part of the year.
I'm going to say the rodeo. I like the auction.
I like the auction better than the rodeo.
I like the rodeo.
Although it's a lot
like
harder work.
Food your wife and daughter have fixed up there. Well, let me ask you guys something. And I know this week is very important to get your items out there. Mr. John, just tell us some of the things of what y'all asking the people to do.
Okay, we started taking consignments this last Saturday, all day Saturday, and then from 1 to 5 yesterday, and we've got a lot of stuff out there now already. And today through Thursday, we'll take consignments from 8 to 5. So bring your equipment, whatever you got to sell, bring it on out there. We'll unload it and tag it and have it ready to go for Saturday.
All right, what about if a person wants to come and bid on something? What are the procedures they need to go through?
You need to go in the office first in the main building there, and the ladies in there will give you a buyer number. And then all you got to do is go out there and find you what you want and bid on it.
And make sure you bid on what you're standing back on.
That's
Once
right.
that man says sold, you the proud owner of it.
That's right.
I know from an 18-wheeler. I know that. It's always a fun time, and a lot of people come to get the cars. I see this year you got some vehicles from the City of Troy, Pike County Sheriff Department, and also the Pike County Commissioners. Vehicles will begin at 11 a.m. Now, that's the only thing that you really have a time on is your vehicles, ain't it? Y'all
Yeah.
like to start that at a certain time.
So
'cause
we
a lot of
started
people-
at 11 o'clock on Saturday. The actual auction on the regular equipment started at 8 o'clock. And then we're going to start one at 8 and then skip over about 4 lines and start another one with another auctioneer about 20 minutes later. So we'll have 2 lines going at a time, but then we'll have another auctioneer do the cars at 11 o'clock.
At 11,
At
exactly.
11 o'clock, exactly.
Okay, so everybody out there, I've been asked that question a lot. And also going to have hamburgers, hot dogs.
Oh, yeah, our concession stand will be wide open. So
I brag on you guys at the Cattlemen's on y'all concession stands. And this is what I tell people. I know you got to, anything you do, you got to make money, but you guys keep it at a price where everybody can afford it.
that's right.
hamburgers and hot dogs, and I'm gonna take my hat off to y'all. I've eaten there for years, and I've just bought young and stuff just walking around, and the reason that is you got it priced at a decent price for your hot dogs and your hamburgers and potato chips. It's just affordable.
Yeah, it
For
is.
a man
It's
to come out and bring his family, and it's just fun listening to the auctioneers talk. So I want to invite everybody in public, even if you don't want to buy nothing, you ought to come and get the experience.
Come out there and look at it. You'll find something you want, though.
Yeah, you about find something you want out
All you
there.
got to do is get out there and look.
Look, you'll say, I got to have that.
As everybody knows, prices of everything going up, but we've kept all the concession prices the same prices we've been at.
Like I say, I have commended you on it, and I just think it's such a good idea. Now, I want one more question. I've got to get the answer to this. What is Derek Thompson's job Saturday? Because last year, he was there when we was auctioning cars, and he was picking on me, Mr. Johnny. I want to tell on him. He was picking on me.
He will do that. We haven't figured out exactly what his job is.
He's our number one do flunky.
Well, I tell you what, you guys, I've never seen a group of men that work together as well as y'all do. Everybody there is busy.
Yeah.
Only
Doing
way to go.
something.
Only way to do it, you know.
Yeah, everybody's doing something, and it makes it flow freely.
It does.
You know,
It
with
makes it
everybody
flow.
having something to do, and everybody knowing their parts and stuff. And the wives.
We've got a good board of directors, and we got the cattle women to kind of punch us along, and they handle a lot of the stuff, and we're thankful for them.
And you know, if you guys are willing, I'm willing. When we get through with our rodeo this year, I like to have the cattle women up here, and we fix them a little something.
Yeah.
Little cakes, or bring them a little coffee, and I'll bring them some t-shirts. You guys never forget your cattle women, but people that's been as many years as I've been, you see how they be working.
We know, yeah.
And how they're so nice to people.
Yeah.
You know, people don't want to go nowhere where they treated badly.
No.
You know, a friendly atmosphere gets you a second time customer
right.
every time. I try to treat a driver as if he was my brother.
That's right.
We family. I treat him just like that.
That's good.
We couldn't do what we do without the cattle women. And now you talking about having them on here in November, the second weekend in November, they have their annual Christmas bazaar, and that'd be a good time to promote it. They do a real
We'll
good
do
job with
that.
it.
Let's truck talk with Wallace Sanders Truck Lines and y'all guys. Let's get together and really promote their show.
All right,
'Cause
that'll
they
be
need it.
good, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you wasn't here last week, Mr. Johnny, but I told Mr. Ed and Mr. BB, I want to commend y'all again. Those young cattle men and your youth, you call them, let me tell you something. Every child in that was as polite and as nice as I never seen that many youngins in one place and be that. That come from training now. That come from home training.
That's right.
That come from home training, and that there is a calf that Asa won with, and she don't even know I'm showing that. I'm probably gonna get in trouble, but that's what dealing with the calves get you. And you get to do stuff like that. That's something gonna show pretty, ain't it?
That's fine.
Yeah. That's our future. That's our future right there, those junior cattlemen. I mean,
Oh yeah. That's it. That's
We
it.
had the biggest cash show back then that we've ever had, I reckon. Most contestants
Yeah.
and the most cash show then.
Well, I talked to three brothers that was in this corner, and they got to talking, and I just had a ball with them kids. And I met me a little old guy. I got to remember his name because I told him, that's who what they say, give your ticket to when you vote for somebody. I'm going to put him in the politics here. He can talk now. That's all good. He can handle it now. He can handle it. He was ready. But you know, the Bible tells us, the Bible says, train them up in the way they go. So even when they get old, they may stray, but they'll come back.
They'll come back, you're right.
They'll come back because you just know. My son stays down there at that pond. If he in town, he gonna go down there.
That's good. That's
He'll
good
move
part.
away, but he'll come back because that's the way him and his dad have spent every evening that for years. We go down there and fish and ride four-wheelers, and you know, and I just kept him around that stuff, you know. The little allowance he had to help on the gas, you know,
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
made him couldn't take his money and do nothing bad with it because he wanted to buy gas for that four-wheeler. He wouldn't give me but a couple of dollars. And I even me and him bought the pond together. I told him we got this finance together. I think down through the years, the payment plan went away, got pushed to the side. But the 50-50 ownership still holds true as today. Every time I go to do something with it, he said, you know me and you half on that, man. You half.
There you go.
But that's what we got to do. We're looking forward to it. We're going to come back and talk to y'all some more about that. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Right now, and things are trying, and we know that this is a difficult time, but we're so thankful for you guys that continue to stay on the road and keep us going. We know it's not easy, and you have family back home and friends, and we just appreciate it so much. There's so much that we take for granted that we realize right now that without those trucks going around the country, we wouldn't have any of these supplies. So thank you guys very much. Keep up the good work, and we appreciate it.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. We've been in business since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Woo! We got the trucks. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, boy. Come join Wiley Sanders Truck Lines today. $1,000 sign-on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. Blue Cross Blue Shield. We also have a dinner plan. You to be the next driver of the month. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. You're a certified mechanic looking for a job, then come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. That's right, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We need good mechanics. Call John Smothers or Ken Bray for the maintenance department. You will have a future at Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields. Though you've probably heard these words before, it's our wish for all travelers. For those carrying the things we need and visiting the ones they love. Those that take to the open road to feed their families, to see new sights, to get ahead. They spend hours, days, nights, even weeks on an endless ribbon of highway. Through the weather, the breakdowns, the closures. And then they see it. Glowing in the distance, that familiar sign, a sigh of relief. Each day, thousands stop by, each different, each with one thing in common. They need this. They need us. They need a home away from home. A place where everything is exactly the way they like it, and the everyday is done extraordinarily well. So today's a new day. Let's be that place. An open sign where there's none for miles. A familiar face that always says, "Welcome back." A meal that refreshes their soul. Let's be that place where they can grab a warm shower after a long day and be that crew that can repair just about anything. Let's say, rest easy, weary traveler. You made it. But let's not stop there. We will lead how America's...
We're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. You know, we was talking during the break, and we thought about how fast time flies. When is the rodeo?
Last weekend in August, Jeffrey, from 26 and 27. Be here before we know it.
Be here before we know it. I'm excited about it. But I tell you what's going to be here, this big auction we have in here. And they got the rest of the week to bring their stuff.
Up through
That's
Thursday.
Up to Thursday. We'll not take nothing Friday.
Nothing Friday.
Nothing Friday. Everybody hear that? Won't take nothing Friday.
And Jeff, we've got some of everything out there. I mean, we got, of course, farm equipment, tractors, you know, implements, all that kind of stuff. Then we got other items that maybe not necessarily for the farm, but tables and chairs and and lawnmowers, and you name it, we got it. Cast iron pots, that's some of everything. And it's not just for the farmers, you know, it's for everybody to come out there. It's something you're gonna like, I guarantee you. And
I
we've
know.
got one of our board members. He's bringing some lumber. They think they just cut it, but he's got 2 bundles of framing lumber, 2 by 6 by 12, #1 pine. And then he's got 4 bundles of poplar, 1 by 8 by 8.5, and it's some pretty wood. And I think we had a load come in Saturday, maybe of lumber. So there's something for everybody.
That lumber gonna get pretty high. Ain't it?
Oh yes, sir.
It did last year, real high.
Huh?
It was at last year's auction. We sold 4
Well,
bundles.
it's high in the store.
Yes,
It's high. And I'm in the reason I asked about that because I'm in the process of building a little cover for. I bought me a little toy hauler, and I'm in the process of building a cover for it. And I tell you what, it's a little more expensive than what I thought.
pretty expensive.
As Derek Thompson say, I don't want to spend $1. He swear I'm just. I tell you, I'm gonna have to look at that lumber. Now you're gonna mess me up on my car business.
Uh oh.
They say you can contact Johnny Garrick, Jim Shaver, Dick Barnett, Derek Thompson, Don Renfro, and Mike Wilson are some people that you could contact about it. No items will be taken Friday. I'm just reading through this. And approved consignment accepted. All vehicles consigned must accompany Tyler and seller's name.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yep. Jeffrey, what is? I mean, we have, I don't know, 150, 200 people come out there, but we have a lot of women come out there.
Uh-huh.
And you let one of these women see something they really want, and then this other lady over there, she wants it too. It's a dog fight
fun,
or
yeah.
cat fight or whatever. I love to see them get going at each other. And the husband standing beside them just shaking their head.
Thinking,
staying
will
out
you
of it.
please stop?
Oh, Lordy.
I got the bid and on a police car I wanted. Doggone it, I done had it on price of what I wanted. And this joker next to me, he was just going, me and him worked together. And so finally I told him, I said, well, man, how bad do you want it? He said, I just don't want you to have it.
That's your friend, right?
He laughed. I just don't want you to have it. No. When he bid it again, I let him have it. I said, well, I don't want it bad enough not to let you have it. You done got it.
I was being on a hay van to haul 6 bales of hay one year, and this man side of him, he was standing right beside me, and I'd bid and he'd bid, and I'd bid and he'd bid, and he got on up to $2,800. Oh, it's $2,750, and he looked over at me and said, if you'll bid $2,800, you'll have it. I said, how do you know? He said, cause it's my So he got what he wanted to out of it. I bought it.
You both happy.
Yeah, we were both happy. He got what he wanted, and I got what I wanted. Right.
If you be a 2,800, you'll have it. Well, that's all right.
A lot of fun.
Well, look here. Let's have some fun. How about opening that top right there? BB, you reach in there and get one. Just pull it. They don't open right there. You go.
There we go.
BB, you just kind of rake your hand in there and just.
Ain't no snake in that.
No, ain't no snake in there. I'm scared of a snake as anything. All right. Wow. Well. 836, Lloyd Cottrell. He voted for Jim Cox. And I know for a fact this is Jim Cox's first time ever winning. Jim has been there a long time. Makes me real proud to call Jim Cox's name out.
Yeah.
Y'all may know Jim's daddy. His daddy lived on, like, if you're going down Blind Jack Road, right before you get to Mr. Sanders' Pond, where you take that left and come back out to 29. Mm-hmm. He fixes lawnmowers right there. What is that highway? That county road? You know what I'm talking about? Just before you get to Mr. Sanders' Barn,
I know what you're talking about, but I don't.
take a right, and that road will bring you out to 29 by the cemetery.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what road that is.
But anyway, that's where his daddy lives. He fixes his own lawnmowers over there. So Jim Cox is the Sharp Employee of the Month. They take care of them. They get a parking spot. for a whole month.
That's good.
They get an hour for every hour they work. Some kind of way they get a big deal. He's gonna be happy.
It's good that y'all show your appreciation to your truck
Well,
drivers, because that's important.
Well, now this is a shop mechanic.
Shop mechanic.
Let me tell you what I do. Nobody can vote on the shop mechanics or the shop, not just the trailer shop. Nobody can vote on the shop employees, but the drivers. Why is that? They deal with the drivers. They fix what the drivers want. And so somewhere, Mr. Lloyd on 836, he did something that made him feel a little special, or he might have listened to him when he was trying to tell him what was wrong with him. Mr. Johnny, you've been around equipment all your life. And the reason I said Mr. Johnny, 'cause I know him better than I do you, BB. And you done heard that stuff, something be wrong with it. You can't figure out what's wrong with that something, but you know it ain't right.
You know it ain't right. That's right.
So that's what he running. This is our fertilizer. You know, you was talking about them trucks. I bought a truck down there, what was it, year before last. And so I was telling Mr. Johnny about it. I said, I don't know what made a thing. He said, well, I think it was the transmission, but I didn't know. I said, well, how you know that? He said, it was my truck. I said, how you know?
But he sold it and made a fortune.
When he told me that, I gut bait with it quickly. I said, well, how you know that? He said, well, it was my truck. All right, let Mr. Johnny reach in there and pick one out. He said, that's my truck. Now, this is for Hunter Moats Division. You know Hunter Moats, don't you? That's his division. Who we got? Who we got? Eric Defrin. I hope I'm saying his name. And he drives 4830. All right. He's the shop employee of the month. We take our shop employee and we put their name up over the driver's lounge. They get a shirt. They get a chance, if they like, to pre-owned truck talk. They also get to they get a gift certificate that's not on their check. It's just a gift card we give them. They get to go to the store and spend it or give it to their wife. Who else? Shake that up. That's the Buck Division. See who we got in the Buck.
Giving out all kind of goodies.
I like to tell people at Wireless Sandals, we're big enough for you to make a good living and small enough for you to be part of our family. You know, I tell drivers all the time, it's very few drivers that we don't know.
That's good.
They come to Troy all the time. We get to learn them, and I sell Troy. When I say sell Troy, I tell people what we got. Me and my wife, I wanted a piece of lemon pound cake. And there was a time when I just liked that from Starbucks. There was a time when I would have drove to Montgomery. Boy, when we got in the car last night and we rolled out, then I was turning off that bypass and I told her, I said, you know, I'm getting old. I remember when all this was wood and stuff. And I said, here I am pulling down here to get a piece of pound cake. I said, who would have thought it? Troy, Alabama. Boy, and I whooped in there and I run in there and I said, y'all sure got it nice in here. And I'm about two people now. Let me have a piece of that lemon pound cake. They said, we ain't got none. I said, y'all know how far I live from here? And I got scolded when I got in the car. My wife said, you done drove slam to Montgomery, they ain't got none. You don't get upset with them. Why you so But I just really wanted that pound cake, boy. And this one here will be, woo, they got some name. I'm going to take this to be Tito Williams. He's on 4013, and his dispatcher is Rodney Cobb. You know, the dispatchers get on me. If a certain dispatcher win a couple of times, they'll say, all right, Hoss, what he getting you? What he getting you? He win all the, it's probably Rodney Cobb, third or fourth driver winning. I'm so glad I get different people to pull them. Now, this is the van division. Y'all pull one out the van division, and that'll be it.
Let Johnny do this.
You let Johnny do that. All right, Mr. Johnny. Man, probably sharp at the IGA now.
Piggly Wiggly now.
Piggly Wiggly, you gotta make sure. Wow. Tahisha Hines, 7808. Richard Ray. Tahisha. Brines. I'm gonna tell you something unique about Tahisha, what she does. And you'll think, well, that ain't nothing. But add up the time she dropping hook. She go to Enterprise, Andalusia, 3 times a day. A day. Now you got to think, she got the hook, go down there, drop, hook, come back, drop, hook, go down there, drop, hook, come back, drop, hook, go down there, drop, hook, come back, drop, hook.
It takes a day, don't it?
It takes a day. It was the BB said that day. So I'm glad to see her win this one.
That's good.
Sweet lady. I'm gonna tell you something. These lady, our lady truck drivers, they're gonna be glad to hear me say that. Not just one lady. We got some top-notch lady drivers. You hear me? We got some top-notch male drivers. But I never thought in 2022 that the day would come. I mean, we got some ladies on. Kimberly Cruz, Deborah Jernigan. You can just, they just told the males, if they need to be there at 7 o'clock, they're going to have it there at 7 o'clock.
They'll be there.
And what brings me to this, you was talking about when 2 ladies get to bid on something. Now, you want a cat fight. You don't pick something one of them ladies say on that truck. Mr. BB?
Hey,
Oh, my Lord. You best right don't watch one of them right up. Or just act like that they don't know what they talking about. Oh, you think, ooh, they can get up there. And I've had conversations with all 3 of these ladies that I called a while ago, and but they're good drivers. And that's what we want is good drivers. You know,
and I hope these women don't take this personal, but they should know how to drive, Jeffrey, because they've been telling men how to do it for all these years. They should.
well, I got a fix for that. My wife, her family lives in Tennessee. And she rather ride than drive.
Yeah.
If you correct me twice, I give you 2 times. The next time you correct me, I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it. Well, I forgot you can't set one-sided rules. When we was coming back one day, and I went, you're gonna have it. That'll break that up. Men, that'll break that up. But realize now they'll do it to you too when you don't want to drive. I'm a slight drive. I drive a little faster than she do, which is not a safe thing to say, but I try to stroll on back. You know, you talk about driving and moving. Everything we deal in deals with the moving of the transport. Mm-hmm. The rodeo, some people come down on them trying. You see some nice trailers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
like this stuff you getting this week, people are driving it in there.
Yeah.
It's just the driving, but driving is the driving force of the world. What do you think?
That's exactly right.
You're in the grocery business. How
Yeah,
many trucks come in there and deliver groceries?
Every day is 3 or 4 different ones.
And when you don't get one, you miss it, though.
You miss it. You're right.
You miss it
do,
because there's something on there you need it.
And we had a problem back last year. Part of the year they were so short on truck drivers, we missed a few deliveries, and it really hurt.
It hurt. Well, you go in the store and you're missing something a little while, and if you do like me, also I can go in there. If they ain't got nothing, I ask them why, and they'll tell me.
Yeah.
Or if they don't care, they'll get it just for me. And that makes me feel so good. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing like hometown cooking, is it?
That's right.
There you go.
You know where you can just go somewhere and say something to somebody and they'll try to help you. Guys, I always love it when you come on the show, Mr. BB. I'm going to get you to read a Bible verse till you come in here one day and forget, which I know that ain't going to happen. You can always be ready.
Never say never.
But I want to tell you guys, anytime Pike County Cattlemen Association got anything going on, I love to be a part of it. And I just want to take it to the audience out there. I've been to every event y'all had, just about if I was able. And it's always been the same atmosphere. People just as nice to you. Y'all carry yourself in a way to make people come to your events. this auction is gonna be just as fair, and it's gonna start, and people gonna be running. People, if you have never seen an auction, like I call it a good old country auction. If you've
That's
never
what it
seen
is.
one,
Yeah.
you need to come to this one. Now this is, if you want this to be a bet, but like Mr. Johnson say, go on and get your tab, because you gonna see something you want.
You will.
Right now, you may be coming just to look and buy the kids a hamburger, a hot dog, and a question I want to ask. I'm asking this for myself. I saw it last year. Is it okay if people bring their wheels and ride
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
them? So that's folks like me. I didn't bring mine last year. My foot would hurt me so bad. I
Yeah.
said, "No, I got something at home. I could have avoided this." I like to have me a tractor with a bush hog on. What one you had, Mr. Johnson? Oh. No, I pick at Mr. Johnson about that, but he thought that was so fun. I was just telling him about the truck, and I tell him this, and I tell him, and everything I tell him, he knows about it. Man, I say, Mr. Johnson, how you know so much about this truck? He said, "Oh yeah, that's one I bought up there." You got in the truck something this year? You selling it?
No, I'm not selling one this year.
Yeah, so
They
what you do
both-
with your stick you bought? You told me you had bought a stick one time.
Yeah.
You still got it?
No, sold it.
You sold it?
I bought a bus one time out there.
A bus?
Yeah, a bus. I sold it. My wife, I drove that thing home. My wife said, "What in the world are you doing? Have you lost your mind?"
Johnny bought a little motorcycle one year. Remember that? I
Yeah.
think it was brand new.
Yeah.
You bought, I don't know
Yeah,
what you
brand
bought it
new
for,
one,
but
yeah.
but you bought it, and maybe the Grand Youngins or something. Or
Yeah, I think I gave it to one of the grandchildren.
I can see Johnny on that little bitty motorcycle.
Not me.
I'm gonna tell y'all, every time I go to Tractor Supply, and every time I go to Tractor Supply, and where else they sell them at? I think it's just Tractor Supply. And Lowe's, they got them at Lowe's.
Yeah.
They got those little motorcycles there,
Yeah.
and it takes everything I can do for getting out there without buying one. And I said, my grandboy just was a little bit bigger. He ain't gonna have to ask me for one of them. I'm gonna buy him one of them. He just ain't quite big enough
Yeah.
for it.
There you go.
And I know me, I ain't got enough sense not to stay off of it. I can see me hung up in that barbed wire fence behind my house. Well, guys, if anything else y'all want to say before I let y'all go, I mean, say it. Say
Yeah,
it.
we want to thank you and Whitey Sanders for having us on and helping promote
Yeah.
the events that we have. It really helps, and we sure do appreciate it.
Appreciate
Sure
it
do.
very much.
And I'm glad you said that. Thank you. I want to thank the radio station that I work for. It's called the Big KD, and it's out of Montgomery. And every morning, I've read this off. And I want to thank that radio. I'm like you. I want to thank that radio station. Anytime I tell him I got something with the Calamans or something like that with Wallace Sanders, he helps us. You know, we help them. And that's what good folks do. They needed
They
a
help
tower
each
in
other.
Troy,
That's right.
and Mr. Sanders had the tower.
Yeah.
We helped them, and it just
Yeah.
lets the community know. I have to say this when I bring my boss name up: the daddy and the son, Mr. Wallace Sanders Sr. and Stephen Sanders. They've always been helping folks.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody gonna change me from that, cause the proof is what the old boy used to say. The proof is in the pudding.
That's
You just
right.
look around, and the proof
That's
is in the
right.
pudding.
That's
You
right.
know, and that radio station was a big proof in the pudding.
Yeah.
Of what that would have cost, and for him to say yes, y'all, it's gonna help the community. We'll do it.
That's right.
Of course, when we're thanking you, we're thanking Channel 52 also.
Yes, and Channel
that's all
52.
together, and we
You know,
appreciate it.
Destin, I take him to dinner all so long, you know, because when it don't go right, let him have it because they let me have it. But that's what it takes.
Yeah.
Us loving it, and that
That's
comes
right.
from love.
That's
You know,
right.
read that in the Bible.
That's right.
Who is your neighbor? It's your brother.
That's right.
It's you.
go.
That's
You, Mr. Johnny, you, Mr. BB. It's just, that's who our neighbor is.
There you go.
It ain't just the person live beside you. It's your brother in
Right.
Christ.
All of us around.
And I just love being around people that love the Lord.
That's right.
It makes
That's
it
right.
easier. See, I tell people all the time, I'm not so concerned of how you feel that I treat you, but I'm really concerned of how he feels.
That's one that
Amen.
counts.
So
That's
if
the one
I
that
treat you in a
counts.
way that he's pleased, you gotta be pleased.
That's right.
Well, y'all get me out here. Got me happy. I've been sung one of them old time hymns. We'll be right back. And we want to thank y'all and tell everybody the time to be there again. One more time, folks.
8 o'clock Saturday morning. Be there
8 o'clock.
Yes,
And
sir.
what's the last day you can bring something?
Thursday evening at 5 o'clock.
Don't come showing up at 5. That's Thursday from 8 to 5.
There you go.
We'll see you Saturday morning at the auction. What
Yeah.
time food gonna be ready? I always like to check on the
Probably
groceries.
about 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it'll
always
be
like to
ready
check
early.
on the groceries. All right. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Jeff.
Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. We put God and family first. Are you looking for a good company? A company that can get you home and you make good money? Then you need to call Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, you know we still had a $1,000 sign-on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. We've been in business since 1959. We've been rolling these wheels with money, money, money since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo.
Welcome to Love's. Safe and clean are two words that mean more now than ever before. Love's has been the leader of clean places, friendly faces for nearly 60 years. When you visit our stores, you'll find something for the entire family to enjoy, from our restaurants to plenty of drink and snack options. So whether you're back on the open road or planning to be soon, we'll be here for you and your entire travel party, keeping our stops safe, clean, and stocked with all your road trip needs. Love's, the heart of the highway.
Do you need to get home to your furry friend? Then come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines is looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Starting out at $150,000 a year. Yeah, I said it, $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Who's got the T680? At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield. We can get you home. We got the money. We got the trucks. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Troy, Alabama.
Take the worry out of Wi-Fi with managed Wi-Fi from Troy Cable. Say goodbye to dead zones. Automatically update outdated technology. Get the most of your signal with specialized access points. With worry-free Wi-Fi from Troy Cable, you can enjoy a full-strength signal reaching every corner of your home. Think fast. Think friendly. Think Troy Cable.
Welcome to Wiley Sanders Truck Line, state-of-the-art bunkhouse. Let me show you. Do you like it cold? Then set it cold. Got the spouse with you? We've got you covered. Sit back in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and watch your favorite TV show. Relax, have a good time. After a long day, you can come in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and get a great hot shower. Look how nice they are. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we keep it clean for you. Drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we still have the $1,000 sign-on bonus. We give you Blue Cross Blue Shield 401k. We match it up to 4%. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. Come drive for the company that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We're looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Our team drivers can make up to $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them. And we're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. You know, it is good to live in a community where you can have people come in. The Cattlemen's Association, they have just been such a cornerstone in this community, just like the Sanders companies have. The Cattlemen's Association is a good place. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make sure that you know this. I want to make sure. If you're looking for some good, clean family fun and a good atmosphere, please, ma'am, please, sir, come out Saturday morning. You will have a ball. I went for my first time about 3 or 4 years ago, and I ain't missed it since. Gonna be all kind of people, all from all walks of life, and they're gonna be out there, and everybody's gonna have one thing on their mind. I want this. And I tell you something, it's really, really, really good. I want to say congratulations to my drivers of the month, my shop employees, Tasha, Tito Williams, Eric Tiffin, and Jim Cox. I want to let y'all know that it brings me pleasure to sit here and be able to call your name. And when I leave here, the first thing I will do is begin to get the banner ready and hung. Tony knows that we want, within 24 hours, we want the new banner, and he's always provided it, because I want every driver, every shop employee to have their whole time. I call it in the spotlight. You deserved it. You earned it. Evidently, drivers, your dispatcher must have thought you was worthy of it, because that's how this goes. And let me make this real clear. No one in the company other than the dispatcher determines who's driver of the month. I want to say that again. No one in the company other than the dispatcher determines who's driver of the month. What I mean when I say that, I mean that your dispatcher put your name in this box. And all we do on Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we stick our hand down in there and we get somebody to pull one. So it's the luck of the draw, but it's your dispatcher putting you in there. You can't get in there if your dispatcher don't put in there. You couldn't go to safety and get in there. You couldn't go to recruiting and get in there. You couldn't go to Doug Kitchen. That's the highest up in safety. Safety director. You couldn't even go to the safety director and get your name in there. Your dispatcher must do it. Couldn't go to Trace Parker, the president of the company. We give it to the dispatcher, and that's per Trace. That's how he wants that done. It's good to work for Trace because he believes in the order of the way you do business, and he believes in drivers first. Drivers are the heartbeat of our company. We have some great leadership for our drivers. We have some leadership is only as good as how good it is on the top, because the top, anything on top does what? It trickles down. Oh yeah, I got that. It trickles down. We start at the top with Trace. We go to Mr. Sanders. Then we go to Derek Thompson. Then we go to Driscoll Cockwood. And then we go on down to Doug Kitchens, and it just goes on down. No, you ain't gonna hear my name. I ain't in there. I'm just a great employee that loves to work there. Try to be a great employee. I try to do the best I can. And I got some drivers, and I call you guys and ladies, I call you my drivers because I love you just that much. And I just want to let y'all know that we've had some hard times. We've had to deal with this COVID and some of our equipment. We fell a little behind because of the COVID. We couldn't get the equipment in. But if you notice now, new equipment is coming in. So if you've been suffering with an old truck and everything, that day is changing soon. Soon. I'll say that with some emphasis. It's soon. And it takes a while. And let me explain this, because I got a lot of drivers that get upset about this. You'll see a new truck, and you'll see that new truck sitting on the yard. And you'll see its decal and it's ready to go. And you'll think, well, I can't just get that one. Well, one thing is, if you go around and look at the front of that truck, it probably doesn't have a tag. Everybody know you can't run without a tag. Well, Kenworth has certain numbers and certain criteria they have to give us in order for us to get a tag. And I found this out through John Smothers. So I want y'all to think I'm going to know it all. And so let me make sure I get it right. They may send us 10 trucks, but really it's called a batch of 25. So we may get 10 of them. We may get 15 of them. We may get 20. But the batch is not complete until we get to 25. If that makes sense to you. Then they will release the rest of the paperwork. Yes, I wish day one we got them, day two we could put them on the road, but we can't. It doesn't work that way, and I'm sorry that it doesn't work that way. I'm sure with modern technology that's going to get better too. I've seen nothing in this world stay the same. I can say that by my community. Look at Troy, Alabama. I mean, who would have thought Troy, Alabama would have a Starbucks and a Dunkin' Donut? And I'm just trying to cover some issues I forgot. My doggone suggestion box, Molly must have been off. She didn't bring it to me. She got trapped in New York the other week. But I will read all of them next Monday. But I want to say this to you. Be sure when you give a suggestion, put the suggestion, put what you think the suggestion would do to help, put your name, your driver code, and your dispatcher's number, and your truck number. I want to be able to reach back to you. if you want to conceal that information, then I don't want to read your comment, because I need to reach back to you. I'm not saying I'm going to fix every comment on there, but I'm going to address it. I'm under the leadership of Doug Kitchens, and he says nothing falls on deaf ears. So if you tell me about not reading it, I got to address it. I got to put it in the hands that it needs to be put in. One thing that I addressed this week, and I want to talk to the people about it, to the drivers, not the people. I want to talk to the drivers about it. We hear you. We agree with you. So that's good news. We hear you and we agree with you. And what is the subject? The subject is the smoking area. I wish that nobody smoked, but we have people that smoke. We're looking into putting an almond out there. I talked to Ronnie Bozeman. Things take time. You know, it's a process. He's got to put a request in. He's got to get approval, blah, blah. And but it's being heard. It's being heard. And I'm going to stay on top of it. And I just want you to know it come from the suggestion, Bob. Great suggestion. We hear you. I'm going to say it again. We hear you, and we're definitely looking into it. We'll be right back after this commercial break with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Hey everybody, Mike McDowell, driver of the Love's Travel Stop Ford Mustang for Front Row Motorsports. Just want to send out a special thanks to all you out there that are working so hard to keep America moving. We know that the world's crazy right now, and things are trying, and we know that this is a difficult time, but we're so thankful for you guys that continue to stay on the road and keep us going. We know it's not easy, and you have family back home and friends, and we just appreciate it so much. There's so much that we take for granted that we realize right now that without those trucks going around the country, we wouldn't have any of these supplies. So thank you guys very much. Keep up the good work, and we appreciate it.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we put God and family first. We've been in business since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Blue Cross Blue Shield, 401k. Woo! We got the trucks. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, boy. Come join Wiley Sanders Truck Lines today. $1,000 sign-on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. Blue Cross Blue Shield. We also have a dinner plan. You could be the next driver of the month. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. You're a certified mechanic looking for a job, then come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. That's right, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We need good mechanics. Call John Smothers or Ken Bray for the maintenance department. You will have a future at Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields. Though you've probably heard these words before, it's our wish for all travelers. For those carrying the things we need and visiting the ones they love. Those that take to the open road to feed their families, to see new sights, to get ahead. They spend hours, days, nights, even weeks on an endless ribbon of highway. Through the weather, the breakdowns, the closures. And then they see it. Glowing in the distance, that familiar sign, a sigh of relief. Each day, thousands stop by, each different, each with one thing in common. They need this. They need us. They need a home away from home. A place where everything is exactly the way they like it, and the everyday is done extraordinarily well. So today's a new day. Let's be that place. An open sign where there's none for miles. A familiar face that always says, "Welcome back." A meal that refreshes their soul. Let's be that place where they can grab a warm shower after a long day and be that crew that can repair just about anything. Let's say, rest easy, weary traveler. You made it. But let's not stop there. we will lead how America's highway travelers refresh, refuel, repair. We will return every traveler to the road better than they came.
You're not just a number. We know your name. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, family owned. Troy, Alabama, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, we can get you home. Wiley Sanders Truck Line been rolling these wheels since 1959. Money, money, money. Just rolling these wheels. If these wheels roll, you make money. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them.
When you think Troy Cable, think of a world-class network. Think of friendly local customer support experts. Think of reliable internet, phone, television, and security for your home or business. Most importantly, think of a hometown company connecting its community. Think fast, think friendly, think Troy Cable.
Welcome to Wiley Sanders Truck Line state-of-the-art bunkhouse. Let me show you. Do you like it cold? Then set it cold. Got the spouse with you? We've got you covered. Sit back in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and watch your favorite TV show. Really? And we're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Before we went on break, we was discussing fixing a place out there for you guys to smoke. We're working on that, and I just want you to make sure you know that we've heard that. We've heard the comment about the washers and dryers, that we need some new ones, and we're working on that. We're working on that. I don't want you to think that that suggestion box is just something there to pacify you, because it's not. It's something there to make things better. They're going to get on there about popping them glasses. But it's there to make things better for you. To make things better for you. Drivers, we realize that you have a big job. You have a big responsibility. And I want to extend this out to you that my number is 334-372-5049. I don't hide myself from a driver. That's the phone that I carry every day. That's the only phone I have. It's the only phone in my house. I get a lot of crank calls because, I cannot not answer a number because it could be a driver. So they done try to give me Medicaid A, B, and C for the loans. I always tell them I want E and D. They always hang up. But things are only going to get better at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. This new equipment is going to make a big turnaround in things. The weather, it's finna get better. Everybody know in trucking, you go through them blues. I call them stormy blues. It's cold, snow and ice is everywhere you go, and people are shutting down, and I'm up to here with this COVID. Let's throw that behind us. Stay in prayer and do our job. I'm not saying do nothing silly, but we still got to get out and move around. I think the mask mandate has been lifted. I lifted it myself. We just time for us to go to work and enjoy life. Life is short, but we can enjoy it. I found out the only way. This is what I found out. Somebody knows something different, tell me, because I'm looking for a different solution. The only way I know to enjoy life is to work hard and do right. Work hard and do right and serve the Lord. That's where I found happiness at. That's where you can find happiness at. And I won't say that again. Work hard, do right, and work for the Lord. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It don't matter what COVID do. It don't matter what nobody do. You do those three things, you'll be fine. And then most of all, what we got to learn to do is help one another. Fellow drivers, if you see a new driver out there and he's struggling, we go to a lot of the same places, and some of these places have rules and regulations. Like you may know, okay, that you ain't supposed to pull up to the gate. You're supposed to walk up to the gate. Well, if you see a new driver about to pull up to the gate, stop him. You know, be a courtesy coworker. Say, hey man, they don't like you to pull up there. You know, like walk up there. And we'll study it every day, updating our information in the Qualcomm of what certain customers like, what certain customers don't do. Everybody has got a part in there. Drivers, you just play the most important piece of the puzzle. It's like a big time bomb. As long as you don't pull the wrong wire, everything goes smoothly. Every now and then, the wrong wire get blown, we get a little spark, but we never blow up. The fuse may get to burning, but we're gonna put it out. We don't ever get to the kaboom stage. We never get to the kaboom stage. And to some of my listeners and to some of the people that stopped me, Terry McPherson, good morning to you. It's this little lady. Oh my God, I knew I would, but it's a little old lady coming and to oh man, to this calf here. This is one pretty looking calf. Asa was so proud. That is you know, I don't know what they judge for, but I would just judge looks. That's just a pretty calf. That's all you can say. That's just a pretty calf. What a picture to have up on Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. And we're going to move from that. And man, I tell you, this is going to be a great week. I already know it's going to be a great week because I'm talking to a bunch of people that love the Lord. And when you do that, you do things good. And she's probably going to get mad at me, but go to the Facebook. I heard them talking about it this morning. I don't have Facebook, but I heard them talking about it. Our boss lady, Miss Kelly Sanders, killed a turkey. They say it's a big old bird, so go to Facebook. She killed two? Oh, he's telling me 2 minutes. I thought he was saying she killed two. You don't have that Facebook picture, do you? I love live TV. You can just talk. I talk back there. I tell people I brag about this. I got a special guest that I'm trying to bring, and this person works on several TVs. He's several TV shows, and he was asking me about sponsors, and that's probably what's going to be able to bring him to Truck Talk, and it's going to be real big for Truck Talk. But I told him we had no sponsors, but one. Two, because at Wiley Sanders we put God and family first, and the next sponsor we got is the family of Wiley Sanders Truck Line. That's what sponsors our show. So we get to help people and do like we want to do. And we can't be fussed at because we didn't charge you nothing. If I call your business name out now, I get the number wrong, well, you just have to tell me and let me correct it because we don't charge you nothing. And I think that's so great for this community. So once again, I want to extend my hand out. If you have a business, if you have a church event, if you have a grandmother that's turning 90 or any significant thing, if you have a child that's made all A's and B's, just like I showed that calf, I'll show her report card. You got, that is, boy, I tell you, that modern technology. Go back to that a minute because I didn't really get to see it. That's that modern technology. Yeah. Wait till I get back and tell Trace that. They didn't know he had a bride in the bush. I could see some dressing with that. Okay, and we're going. Goodbye, everybody. Man, we had a good show today. Take the picture down. Man, we had a good show today. We had a good show. Until next week, remember, if you can't say something nice about someone, don't say nothing. Remember, God and family first. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Thank you so much. Goodbye. See you next week. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. We put God and family first. Are you looking for a good company? A company that can get you home and you make good money? Then you need to call Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. Blue Cross Blue Shield. Hey, you know we still had a $1,000 sign-on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. We've been in business since 1959. We've been rolling these wheels with money since 1959. Come drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo.
Welcome to Love's. Safe and clean are two words that mean more now than ever before. Love's has been the leader of clean places, friendly faces for nearly 60 years. When you visit our stores, you'll find something for the entire family to enjoy, from our restaurants to plenty of drink and snack options. So whether you're back on the open road or planning to be soon, we'll be here for you and your entire travel party, keeping our stops safe, clean, and stocked with all your road trip needs. Love's, the heart of the highway.
Do you need to get home to your furry friend? Then come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Tell them, Bo! Wiley Sanders Truck Lines is looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Starting out at $150,000 a year. Yeah, I said it, $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Who's got the T680? At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield. We can get you home. We got the money. We got the trucks. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama.
Take the worry out of Wi-Fi with managed Wi-Fi from Troy Cable. Say goodbye to dead zones. Automatically update outdated technology. Get the most of your signal with specialized access points. With worry-free Wi-Fi from Troy Cable, you can enjoy a full-strength signal reaching every corner of your home. Think fast, think friendly, think Troy Cable.
Welcome to Wiley Sanders Truck Line's state-of-the-art bunkhouse. Let me show you. Do you like it cold? Then set it cold. Got the spouse with you? We've got you covered. Sit back in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and watch your favorite TV show. Relax, have a good time. After a long day, you can come in the state-of-the-art bunkhouse and get a great hot shower. Look how nice they are. At Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, we keep it clean for you. Drive for the best today. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we still have the $1,000 sign-on bonus. We give you Blue Cross, Blue Shield, 401k. We match it up to 4%. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. Come drive for the company that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We're looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Our team drivers can make up to $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them.
Hey everybody, Mike McDowell, driver of the Love's Travel Stop Ford Mustang for Front Row Motorsports. Just want to send out a special thanks to all you out there that are working so hard to keep America moving. We know that the world's crazy right now and things are trying and we know that this is a difficult time, but we're so thankful for you guys that continue to stay on the road and keep us going. We know it's not easy and you have family back home and friends and we just appreciate it so much. There's so much that we take for granted that we realize right now that without those trucks going around the country, we wouldn't have any of these supplies. So thank you guys very much. Keep up the good work, and we appreciate it.